Hello there. I feel like someone can't believe that you are this joyous, abundant, happy, healthy, creative, loving, inspiring. Because when you were with this person or when you were around these people, they just had this darkness about you. Like their thoughts or their assumptions of who you were, what you bring to the table were dark. Like they felt like you were stuck. They felt like you were ugly, unattractive, pessimistic. They felt like you were hard to deal with. Like they felt miserable. They felt like you were miserable. So now someone can't believe that this is you. This is who you are. And this person probably tried when this person first got to see the truth of you without them, the truth of you not being around them, how light you are, how loving, how playful. This person felt like you were being pretentious. They felt like you were putting on a show for other people. They felt like that was not the real you because they knew the real you. This person or these people were out here gossiping about you as well. So this is you. This is the truth of you. But for some reason, like this beautiful you that's being complimented, the beautiful you that is being admired, that is full of talents and gifts and blessings and, full of beautiful, joyful spirit, very creative, growing, self-loving, this is you. Okay. You're probably breaking spells. Maybe when you were around these people, they saw you as someone that didn't care for yourself, like you were someone that was neglectful, self-sabotaging, like they thought you were just poorly. That's the energy. And they felt like they had a better mindset about themselves than you did. These could be people that's always out there trying and getting a job, and for some reason that made them feel like you were not that. Okay. So somehow now they see you like you have beautiful hands, beautiful fingernails growing. Maybe before when you were around these people, you used to bite your nails and keep them like really just not caring for yourself like that. They saw you as someone that didn't care for your teeth. They saw you as someone that didn't speak anything good. You didn't look at the positive side of things, that type of energy. These people felt like they would always care for you. I'm getting like these were people that felt like you were some type of a bother to them and you were stuck. Now, you're shining. Now you're getting attention. Now you're free. You look free. You look like what freedom should look like. Like you're in an environment, a state of mind that is positive, and you're growing, you're thriving. They are saying that's not who you are. Like, can you imagine a flower, a plant being in a place where it was just dark, it wasn't getting any sunshine, it wasn't getting any love? But instead of people seeing that it was the state that you were in or the environment that you were in, they chose to say it was your fault, it was your problem. These people couldn't see that you wanted change, you wanted to grow out of certain states of being, states of mind. They couldn't see that even in the choices that you were making. They couldn't see, they only saw the unattractiveness of you, the lack of prosperity they saw in you. Okay, so now you're placed in an environment, or you're putting yourself in an environment, or you've changed your frequency, you've changed your habits, your eating habits. Someone's name is Toy or Toya. I was picking that up in your love reading as well. So now imagine this plant in a pot. Someone took it up, put it in an environment where sun is shining on it, it's getting watered, and you're blooming. Now you have colors. Now you're not just black and dreary or doomy and gloomy. You look like sunshine. You look marvelous. You look captivating. And even though you are the flower and your true colors are now showing, something about your romance, something about your money, we'll see. Your true colors, how you are meant to look, how you're meant to be, how you're meant to feel, the energies you're meant to give off are now showing. People had the audacity to say you're pretending. Like, how can you pretend to be who you truly are? This plant is meant to be like a red rose growing. and then you're growing and people are saying you're just pretending. They probably said you are copying someone else. They were probably trying to investigate you to see who in this new environment you're taking from, whose energies are you copying in this environment, whose clothes are you wearing, because that's not your outlook, that's not your outfit, that's not your mindset, that's not your lifestyle, these are not your choices, but it was all you. And I feel like you're not the type of person that was out here trying to prove yourself to anyone. You are not following fashion. You are just now allowing yourself to beam beautifully, to see the truth of you, to live, to grow, to bloom, to flourish like you are meant to. What's inside of you is coming out, and some of these people are stunned at how beautiful you are. You might be looking like a model. You might be coming out looking like sounding very intelligent, very confident, very positive, very sure of yourself. When you were around these people, in some cases, in some places, you were just not shining. But even though you were not showing your true colors around them, as the reader, I feel like you've always been this way, right? You probably just put yourself to the back so that other people could shine. Maybe you were just waiting on your time. Maybe you were okay in a comfort zone or something like that. You were becoming your true self at the same time. And so now it feels like people can't believe that this is who you are. They're saying, how come is it that when you were with them, you were not this happy, you were not this glorious, you were not this inspiring? But a part of me feel like some of these people are lying, because you've always been inspiring, you've always been encouraging. You were probably the one motivating these people from behind the scenes so that they can go forth and be happier and healthier and more productive. And even though you were inspiring them and giving them that courage, they still didn't see your worth. Okay, so possibly now that you've taken yourself away from these people, or now that you've decided to put your energy, your beautiful courage and inspiration and motivation inside of yourself, you are now becoming somebody. You're now becoming who you're meant to be. You're now in touch with yourself. So for them it looks unreal because you've always been giving to them, and you were okay. I feel like there was a point where you were okay with looking gloomy and doomy. You were okay with not shining. You were okay with not being the one in the spotlight. You were okay not looking marvelous. You were okay with just stepping back and self-sacrificing and looking like less fortunate. You were okay with that for a while. Like you were sincerely, genuinely okay. Like you were happy from deep within yourself, even though externally you were not looking your best. Deep in your soul you felt just like how you feel now. Possibly now you feel like 10 times or even 100 times better, but I feel in your soul, in your spirit, you've always been this type of person. This is who, like, you've always had that confidence deep down. This is who you are. This is who you are meant to be. 5 of Diamonds. Some of these people felt like someone else deserves what you have. Some of them wanted to take from you. Like if they see you with anything at all, they somehow think you don't deserve it and someone else should get it. Okay, like you have beauty, you have courage, you have money, and in their mind they think ask me why. Maybe we're gonna see. They think that they should just take it from you and give it to someone else because you don't deserve to be happy. It doesn't suit you. It's not who you are. It's not true to your nature. If they see you being happy, if they see you buy a new slippers, something brand new, if they see you buy a new car, if they see you speak positively, it's like they just want to take that from you and hand it to someone else, because that's not who they know you to be. They know you to be the one that settles for less. It's like being in school and the teacher, maybe this is a situation I'm remembering, but I can't remember it exactly right now. But a teacher would deny you of something because that's not who you really are. That's not who you've proven yourself to be every day. So she'll take it and give it to another student and then tell you that that's not really yours. Maybe because all her days of teaching you, you've never shown that part of you. Okay? So I feel like now you're taking your power back with this Lovers card coming out. You're not afraid. You're waking up. Your angels, your whole team are on your side now, because possibly you've mainly felt alone. You might have been a lonely child, an orphan, something like that. That felt like you did not get something. You did not get what regular youths would have gotten. This acknowledgement, this admiration, like people just felt like you couldn't because of your circumstances. They felt like it just wasn't really you didn't deserve this admiration. Okay, but anyhow, so now that you've grown, or that you've woken up, that you've stopped relying on these people to support you, to validate you, you're seeing that they won't ever, but you know deep within yourself that growth and changes is a part of your life. It is something that you must do. You must live, you must shine, you must believe, you must come forward. So you decided to stop conditioning yourself based upon their interpretation of you and live for yourself. So you're shining regardless of what they think. You're making money, you're taking care of yourself, whatever it is, regardless of what they think. You're living, you're getting good grades, you're applying for school, whatever you're doing, regardless of what they think you should do. And yeah, you're stepping into the truth of your life now. So there are people that can't believe. They're still thinking you're following people. They still think you're just being influenced by people. They still think, like, let's say you changed your diet to something more natural or healthy. They think, oh, it's just a facade. You're just following someone because you've never had any ideas of your own. They just think you're something that you're doing is not from your roots. It's not original to you. It's like they think you're nothing or nobody. So you can't be somebody of yourself. You can't be the original inspiration. It can't be something that you have within. They probably felt like you didn't have any courage, any mindset. You were always easily influenced by them. You were always following them, putting yourself to the back to do what they choose to do what pleases them instead. So now that they see you living for yourself, they can't really believe that you are the one. So they try to take it from you. And there was a time when someone was trying to forcefully take something from you, but you kept holding on. It became like a tug of war, because they were trying to distance you, disconnect you from something that is meant for you, but you wouldn't let it go. So this person was fighting against you living, believing in yourself, seeing your dreams come true. This person felt like you would have eventually given it up. This person was probably doing spiritual work. Oh, Jesus. As I said it, I knew. This could even be your own mother or someone you shared a relationship with. Someone was doing spiritual work on you so that you would let go off of this new life, this new identity, this new mindset, these new ideas that you have. This is someone like thought they raised you so they know you. Like, this is not you. This is not who you are. Let it go. Give it up. Be done with it. Finish. Release. But this person realized that you were fighting back too with that Lover's card up there. You were believing in yourself. You were not going to give up so easily. And this person felt like they raised you. But this person didn't really raise you. You remind me of the movie Matilda. Okay? So this person was definitely doing energy work out here. This definitely could be a mother figure, some family member, some person you had an attachment with that felt like this new you was a dream and you should just release it and stop that foolishness, and they were just putting spells on you. I'm telling you, I'm hearing quake like earthquake. Anyhow, so it became a whole war over your life choices and you believing in yourself and beaming beauty, and them trying to like knock you down and stop you. Like, they made it their business to work against you now. Can you imagine how it started? Just by you being someone that they didn't believe that you could be. They started this war. All right, so 9 of Wands is you're like a scapegoat also. I'm hearing you're making money, you're turning your life around. Now it could be you against this whole world because you decide to stick to your dreams and beam beautifully and live your truth. People decide to fight with you and fight against you, like they made it their business. So possibly these people invested money to breaking you down, to gaslighting you, to humiliate you, just so that you would get off of the path that they felt was a facade. But you were eager, determined to live in your truth, to use your gifts, your powers, your abilities, to be independent, to just live like what your soul sincerely wants to be, for that to come through. These people had a hard time believing in you, hard time accepting you, and they see that you're living your truth, you're speaking your truth, and they also know now that you're not alone. Okay, one of the reasons they fought against you so much was because they felt like you've always been ostracized, you've always been like an orphan, you've always been alone. No one has ever really believed in you. You would be alone, so it would be, they thought it would be a matter of I'm telling you, people fought against you. They thought it would be a matter of time if they just fought harder, if they applied enough pressure, if they gaslit you, if they ostracized you, if they scapegoated you, if they took things away from you, if they demonized you, if they said bad things about you. Surely you would give up this new idea, this new vision that you have, and go back to being small and unimportant and pessimistic and dreary and doomy and just follow. They wanted you to just continue being a follower. They didn't want you living and leading your own life, living in your truth. But you are like demanding, declaring, intentionally, relentlessly, resiliently, that they let you be at peace with your truth. Wow, this is a powerful message. Ace of Swords. My God, because this fight could still be on. These people could still be in denial. They still do not want to believe that you are the truth of who you are. Say your name. They think they know you because, like I said, you've been keeping yourself small for so long. But at the same time, I believe that you've always been this beautiful. You've just been sacrificing yourself for them, for them to have their moment. Some of these people felt like they invested in you when you were down and when you were sad and broken and dark and gloomy. They invested in you, but I see that whatever they felt like they invested in you, it did not change your life. It was breadcrumbs. They breadcrumbed you they breadcrumbed you as if you were a bother, as if you were a burden. They didn't really change your life. Like, they didn't want you to be better than them, that type of energy. They kept you imprisoned and small. They kept you just barely enough. They gave you barely enough that was sufficient, I don't know, just to say that they did. Honestly, I'm gonna say it's like they have a dog and they feel like they can't even afford to feed themselves, much less feed the dog, but they throw scraps to the dog anyway. Just this dog was barely eating, barely getting sufficient nutrients, but in their minds they're like, oh, take that, we spared some for this dog of ours. But somehow in their minds they're telling themselves that they cared for you, they served you, they gave to you, they invested in you. So imagine this dog one day finally, of course grateful, but finally, even though the dog was around them, living for them, protecting them, sacrificing its health and well-being to serve these people, to protect them, to bark for them, even when it was hungry. Now this dog is like, you know what? I have to go find my own way. And it was God, I feel like. It was the Most High that encouraged and inspired this awakening in this animal to go free yourself from these people, these family, whatever we call them, and find your own journey. Man up, become a better person, become more faithful, become stronger mentally, physically, spiritually. Go on your journey, right? Become a better person. And after you did that, these people of your past still only saw you as this weak little pet that they cared for. So they're trying to put this chain back around your neck to handle you, to put you back. Because they, anyhow, you get what I'm saying. But we'll see what happens next time. Take it easy out there, and I love you, and thanks for being on this journey. Much love. Have a good day.